I never thought my own family would turn their backs on me, but they did, without hesitation, without question, without even giving me the chance to prove myself. All because of one lie. It started when I discovered that my girlfriend, someone I had loved and trusted, was cheating on me. When I confronted her, she panicked. Instead of admitting what she had done, she decided to destroy me. She told nearly everyone we knew that I had forced myself on her. The word spread like wildfire. And before I even understood the scale of what she had done, I was sitting in custody, treated like a criminal. Eventually, I was released. There was no evidence, no case. But that didn't matter. By then, the damage had already been done. My parents disowned me. My friends disappeared. My college barred me from lessons, allowing me to come only for exams. It felt like I was walking around with a brand on my forehead. Even without a jury's conviction, I was sentenced to loneliness. Only my best friend dared to stand by me, helping me in secret behind everyone's back. But shame, anger, and suffocating isolation drove me to run away. I left everything behind, carrying nothing but the weight of betrayal. I picked up odd jobs, scraping together enough to rent a tiny apartment. With time, I legally changed my name. Seeing my old one hurt too much, it was tied to pain, loss, and lies. It wasn't easy, but I fought to rebuild. I enrolled in university again, even though I was broke, buried in debt, and terrified of failure. Somehow, I earned my degree in teaching. From there, I went as far away from my past as I could, literally across the world. I settled in a new country, started a job, and eventually life gave me a second chance. I met a woman. At first, I couldn't trust her. I flinched at her touch, recoiled from her closeness, but she was patient, kind, unrelenting in her quiet love. Slowly, I let her in. I fell for her. And in time, she became my wife. Together, we had twins, a daughter and a son. They are my universe, my pride, my redemption. Her family accepted me too, showing me what unconditional love actually looks like. For years, I thought the past was dead. But then last night, it came knocking, literally. I was playing PlayStation with my son when I heard the knock at the door. Standing there, to my disbelief, was my father. I panicked. My chest tightened, my mind raced. I slammed the door shut, shaking so badly I scared my son. My wife rushed in, confused and worried. When she learned it was my father, she was furious. Screaming at him for abandoning me when I needed them most. But eventually, I told her to let him in. When we spoke, sparkled that my father revealed the truth, or at least part of it. While helping my ex with her phone years ago, he had discovered her messages confessing guilt, admitting she lied to cover up her cheating. But instead of confronting her or defending me, he stayed silent. Years later, he had finally tracked me down to tell me he believed me now. I didn't know what to feel, rage, sorrow, or relief. This was the man who had watched me drown and walked away, and now he wanted back into my life? I considered my options. Should I slam the door forever, or should I let him in and face my past? Update 1. I met my father at his hotel. I told him firmly that I wanted no reconciliation. He cried, but accepted it. He admitted he had told my mother the truth, cutting my ex out of their lives completely. My mother had begged for my number, but he didn't share it. It gave me some closure, but no comfort. I refused to let them back in. After all, when I was drowning, they chose to watch me sink. Update 2. But then, they broke a promise. Something inside me snapped. I decided I would face them all. My father, my mother, my brother, and even my ex. I flew back to my home country. The reunion was surreal. My mother sobbed, apologizing through tears. My father stood silent, steadying her. My brother greeted me with a calm face, asking how I had been. I shut down the small talk. I told them this meeting was on my terms, and I wanted nothing but closure. I demanded answers. Why had they abandoned me so easily? They admitted they had acted rashly, that seeing me in custody broke their hearts. But I reminded them, they never defended me, never questioned her lies. Then I turned to my brother, asking why he never reached out. To my shock, he had hundreds of times. He had tried sending me messages, money, anything to help me get back on my feet, but I never received them. Why? Because my mother had blocked my contacts from his phone plan. My own family had made sure I stayed in the dark, suffering. And then, the final confrontation with my ex. I asked her why she did it. She claimed fear. She claimed love. She said therapy had made her realize how guilty she felt. She even claimed she hadn't been with anyone since. But the truth came out. My father had found chat logs with multiple men while I was gone. Still, she broke down crying, begging for another chance. That was the final straw. I pulled out my phone and showed them photos, hundreds of them, my children's milestones, my wife's smile, our travels, our laughter, our love. I told her this was the life she destroyed, the life my parents missed out on because they abandoned me. For once, I felt no guilt in showing them what they had lost. The visit wasn't entirely bitter, though. I reunited with my old best friend and his family, the ones who had secretly helped me when the world turned its back. They welcomed me warmly. I left with gratitude, knowing at least one part of my past still held light. Now, I'm back home with my real family, my wife, my children, my in-laws. The only family that truly matters. The rest, they're ghosts.